It is 11:16 and it is past my bedtime, so I'm going to try to be brief with this one. I got two things I want to talk about, okay? One thing is the well, the other thing is complacency, okay? So as you know, I started going to Muay Thai. I started running. I go from here to the school is about a mile. From the school to the Muay Thai place is like 2 or 3. I still haven't really nailed it down. And so altogether, that's like maybe, I think, 4 miles to run all the way from where I live to the Muay Thai place. So I decided, to be smart, I would not run all the way. I would just go to school and run from school to the Muay Thai place and back. Because the school closes at like 12, which is amazing. But whatever. So the first time I ran up there, it took me a half hour. Okay? Second time I ran up there, it took me about a half hour again. 2 days ago, it took me 25 minutes to get there, and about the same to get back. Today, it took me 23 minutes to get there, and 22 minutes to get back. So I can tell that I'm starting to kind of kick my cardiovascular system back into shape, and that, along with the fact that I'm eating relatively healthier, and also getting the workout at the gym place, that's really helping me get good. So the thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that the time. I decided that I was going to leave at 6:20, so then I'd have that half hour of time to get there, so I'd get there at least 6:50, and then be ready for 7. But the thing is, I was getting a little bit faster. So there are 2 options that I could have taken there. One was to just keep it at the same time, keep it at the same pace, and be comfortable with it. And that's what I recognized while I was running. I was like, man, this is nice. I'm just comfortable, and I'm happy. And wait, comfortable, and I'm running, okay? The goal for running, for me, the goal for anything physical, anything that you do, you should always be trying to get better. And I was running, and I realized I was comfortable where I was with the pace that I had. I was like, wait, frick, no, this is stupid. Run faster. So I started pushing myself faster. And it helps, because if you're not getting stronger and getting better, then you're going in the opposite direction. So I just wanted to point that out. I felt ashamed that I had kind of slowed down in the first place, and I want to get to the point where I can run there in like 15 minutes. So I just gotta go fast. Freaking Sonic the Hedgehog up in here. The second thing is a well. As you go throughout your day, and as you go throughout your day, you learn stuff, right? You learn, say, maybe one thing a day. Okay, that's cool. That's great. So in a month, you learn like 30 things. You know, a year, you learn 365 things, whatever. So basically, as you age, you just gain more and more things that you can reach back on and pick up on. And I realized this as I was talking to a teacher today that I had scheduled a little lunch appointment with, so he could look at one of my short stories, which he looked at it, that's for sure. And it was good, though. It was that this guy was like maybe 30-something, but he had so much knowledge just at his fingertips. It wasn't even stuff that he'd like read way long ago and then he just kind of knew about it. It was stuff that he brought up like in conversation. Like he straight up brought up Oedipus from the, I think that's, yeah, Oedipus from the Odyssey. I'm pretty sure that, yeah. He was bringing up like Greek mythology, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that one, blah blah blah, and like just going back and forth on it, and it just astounded me what the breadth of subjects that he just kind of knew about. And so I thought, okay, I want to be more like this guy, simply in the amount of things that I know and how easy it is for him to pick stuff out and know them and share them. So what's the difference? What's the difference between me and this dude? We seemed pretty similar just in the sense of like we're both normal people and we both are kind of halfway not stupid. And not the only difference, but a difference that I saw was just the age and the fact that he had gone to school for like another 4 or 5 years. I don't know. He had something in poetry, some like serious degree in poetry, and so he was like actually an authority figure, and he ran a publishing company, and it was just the fact that he'd been alive for longer and therefore had more opportunity and utilized his knowledge and therefore had more opportunity, and so he just had such a large, vast pool of knowledge to pull from. And then I looked at me and I have like this little kiddie pool of knowledge, and I'm like, well, I mean, I know about Hercules, but I want that. How do I get that? And it was kind of just the same thing. Like, when you're comfortable with where you are, you're comfortable with it. You're not trying to get better. You're not trying to get more knowledge, more abilities, more skills, more talent, and you don't work as hard. And I don't ever want to stay at the same level. So, yeah, you shouldn't want to stay at the same level. Like, it's nice to be comfortable with who you are, but you shouldn't be comfortable with who you've been, if that makes sense. Anyways, so that's my charge. My question to you is, like, are you comfortable with who you are right now? Are you trying to get better? Or are you happy with just staying the same way? Why is that? I'm going to go to bed. It's like 11:20 now, so it's my bedtime. Later.